I'll treat myself to a tipple before bed.
He's hoping this season yields more than the last.
It's been a hard day.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
'Tis no great shock to me.
Come, I'll lead the way. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. Any further harm to come to you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. It's pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
This maze of trees offers ample advantage to rogues and bandits.
Quite you are. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall grab.
Very useful ingredient to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. 'Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I knew it would fail, Master.
Would seem I've some catching up to do.
Outstanding. I sustain yours to wield. You truly are formidable, Arisen. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
nearly done.
Once more! Pray, follow me. Dawdling. The Arisen calls.
Very well. I must.
I will protect you.
We'll never get anywhere before we do his rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labours. 'Tis of dire import we unmasked the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place Arisen, or thereabouts.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
You ought not to go charging off alone.
Don't be such a worrywart.
I know what I'm doing.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Over here, if you would.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
This way, Master.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's...
Is that who I think it is?
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned? How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on hill.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brandt against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
Very well. I shall go on ahead. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Come on, ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
Take joys by the handful, regrets by the
Good to see you, Master.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation. The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to...
What a delight.
Oh, Metzer. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all to each their own, as they say. Welcome to the Star Trek. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back anytime.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Diza. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so Your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, he refuses to obey me. There's a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving Your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform Your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
'Tis as you say.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. We're here. And none.
You've come! Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
'Tis as you say. Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
Ready to forge on?
I overheard... heard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
Welcome, and well met. Always sets me to think. Let's take it easy today.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely this ought to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your Majesty's ingenuity.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Welcome.
My bad.
We have found a material.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I've been here so long. Such peace. This right now.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you have the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
No. Oh, best to proceed. I'm in no hurry to leave.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
What's going on? It's delayed with the formulations. Suffer no disturbance, please. Oh, could use a rest.
I shall do as you say. That seems to be the last of the Saurians, Master. Shall we inform Sir Fioran? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Come, I'll lead the way.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Now here's a welcome sight.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
We're done for.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You have my protection. Our foe is knocked off balance. Grab it, drag it to the ground.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Fury shan't be of aid against this foe.
No sense burning it to death.
Tis the simplest strategy that our foe most of all. Knock its feet out from under it, and strike here it recovers.
I'm not there.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes. I'm overjoyed. Completed the task my master set for me.
Aptly said.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You must regain your footing. I'm confused. Except this. I'll not stand for this.
Where are you going? My bed calls. I shan't resist.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use cure...
Pray, follow me.
My magics are at your disposal.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. That seems to be the last of the Saurians, Master. Shall we inform Sir Fioran? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.